Okay, we're going to show you how to go and find a source at the UW library. First, you want to Google search UW library, and of course go to the UW library official site. And we're going to take as our sample topic for capstone Renaissance art in Europe and gender. Mr. Water is putting Renaissance art in quotations, as many of you know, so that the search generator will... Do I need the end? No, you don't need the end. The search generator... You can just speed this up if it's going too slow for you on YouTube. Will just search that phrase. You can keep going, yes. You can also do advanced search, which we just moved away from, but it might be useful for some of you who have more sophisticated topics. So if you go to advanced search or more topics that might involve more search terms, so you can drop down and use, say like, I want this to be in the title, author, creator, and subject, or starts with something, or is exactly this phrase. So that's another way to search it. And remember, if you're too specific also, then you might not be able to find some stuff. So let's just go back and do gender. Oh yeah, we're doing gender. Sorry, we already practiced this, everybody. Okay, so... Okay, what? Shit. Sorry guys. Alright, here we go. That's gonna happen to you, I'm sure, when you're searching. Alright. Do you really think those are in your safe class? I think we're just hold on, let's try... Okay guys, we're going to show you how to find sources at the UW library. So you're going to type in UW library, Google search it, go to your official site here. If we were looking up Renaissance art, we would probably just use this title with quotations around Renaissance art, so it finds Renaissance art, those two words together just like that, and we would click search. Or you can go to a more advanced way of searching, which will help you find information. And here's Miss McKinney to tell you how to do that. So Ms. Raymore and I have decided that our capstone topic is going to be Renaissance art and gender. It's also going to look at gender and other art topics. Anyway, so we're going to search Renaissance, we're going to search Europe, Renaissance and Europe, art and gender. So this is going to require that any book or other resource that we find contains those words in either the description of the source or the title. So we'll search. And what's going to come up is either journals or books or more. And we want to make sure that it's in the Susan Allen Library. There's a bunch of different UW libraries and campuses, and so that's the particular library that we're going to. Miss McKinney's pointing to it on the computer screen. And you'll see, right, so you can scroll on the left-hand side, and you scroll down, and then you click Susan Allen Libraries. I would recommend not just looking at all the sources that are available everywhere else, because then you'll be disappointed potentially that there's a source that you can't access. Just click on Susan and see what's there. There will be plenty there, believe me. So the first source that we see, you're going to find books and you're going to find journals. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever works for you. The journals are going to be probably more specific, but I think the books can also be really helpful as well. Yeah, so there's this book, Sinners and Sisters, Gender in Northern Art, Medieval and Early Modern Europe. I like that. I'm going to open that in the new tab and pull it up. And what I need to get so that I can go and find this book in the stacks when we arrive and make use of my field trip time as effectively as possible is this call number right here. So I need that call number and I need all this information as well, right? I should make sure that I have both the author and the title and the call number when I head to UW. And then show them how to do it in case they have a journal. Oh, before we move on, one of the other really cool things about old-fashioned card catalogs online is you get to see all the description, and the description can actually help you think about how else to search for good resources. So I might want to add to my search term list like feminist art, Renaissance, and this also gives me a description of the text itself, the references as well. It doesn't give me the references, but it gives me a description of like each chapter, which can be useful for ascertaining, like figuring out whether it's a productive source. And when you get this book, you can flip to the references and take a picture of the references and use those titles as potential sources as well. Right, it includes bibliographic references. Okay, so, are we going back to the, yeah, okay. So now, if you go, it's on a book, and it's a journal, let's see if we have any journal articles that came up. I can actually select to just look at journal articles if I want. Can you show me how to do that? Yeah. I'm gonna go back. And then I'm gonna select just looking at journal articles. I wouldn't recommend doing this necessarily, but so that we can show you guys what this looks like. A lot of the journal articles you're going to be able to find in JSTOR and ProQuest. However, there's even more that you'll be able to find on the shelves at the UW Library. You'll also be able to find dissertations by people who did their doctorate, in these areas on the shelves as well. So you can potentially use those. People in the past have used dissertations in their sources. The one thing to note is journal articles tend to be a little bit more specific. So if you find a journal article that feels like it's very pertinent, very topical for your capstone, great, but be careful about going down a rabbit hole. This is, though, for instance, the Renaissance Quarterly. It is a journal just dedicated to historians who study the Renaissance, and it's an article on urban humanism and gender difference in, Proust de Madame de Roche. Wow, good job. So, do we go to availability, because we want to make sure it's on the Susan Allen Library, which it probably is, because it's a giant library. Yep, there it is. So you want to write down this information right here and the name of the article. So you're going to be finding this article actually embedded in a big book of other articles, which we can help you find. And another thing, again, you can go to the item details and sort of see, is this useful? It's an anthology of poems. I don't know if I'd write it down, but it could be good primary sources. Oh yeah, actually it could be cool sources. Okay. I think that this is all you need here. Yeah, so you'll need to be collecting a certain number of sources, three sources that you are ready to go and find in the Susan Library before our field trip to the UW. It's a really fun field trip, and you will actually probably come back with many more sources than you expected. Yeah, especially if you're not finding some right now in the databases that we've given you online, you're going to be definitely totally good. Okay, peace out.